The new Nintendo 2DS XL, this is the orange and white edition. I'm going to be unboxing it, and also I heard that they are discontinuing this system, so I'm here to talk about it. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. I am friends with a lot of employees at local game stores and at some of the bigger chain stores as well. I don't want to actually state what my sources are. However, I heard through the grapevine that this system by Nintendo is discontinued. Not just the orange and white one, but all of the 2DS XL systems. Nintendo's not going to be making any more of them. Now, I can't say with absolute certainty if this is correct, if this is factual or not, but I heard it from multiple sources, so that's why I believe these are on sale right now. If you hunt for them, Walmart.com, while I'm filming this video, you can find them for $100. Not only this one though, the better one, where you can get it with the Mario Kart 7 game. Now, I must just warn you, this is a display box, so this is not the official box for it. This one is not real. There's nothing inside of this. I purchased this separately, but if you're lucky and you go into your local Walmart, if you go into maybe Best Buy or EB Games or GameStop, one of your local game stores, check out the websites and also go in and see if they have any of them in stock for a really good deal. That's like $60 to $70 to $80 off, especially if you can find it with Mario Kart 7. There are different colors. There's not just this orange and white one. There is a turquoise one. There's also a purple one. There's other limited edition ones, like the Legend of Zelda one, you can kind of see up there, but those ones are usually sold out, and I think there's a Pokeball edition too. So I know of at least those 5 different consoles that were released over here in North America anyways. Alright, so let's get to unboxing this one. These consoles are pretty great because if you're not interested in playing the games in 3D, this was saving you a little bit of money, and also you just don't have that option on the system, but it's better than having the original 2DS, in my opinion. This one's a non-clamshell 2DS that I can at least compare this console to when I unbox them. I like the fact that this is clamshell design, and the screen is 82% larger. It says right here. It says that this has a C-stick, which is up here. It's almost like the C-nub, a lot of people call it. There's a new ergonomic folding design. It's not really new. Nintendo's been using this all the way back to the Game & Watch, and it does have Amiibo and NFC support on here. So those are the main features of the system. On the side, we just have the name of the console. Same thing with the other side. I kind of really like this text and the design work here, though. It looks pretty cool. Large size screens, cool. New Nintendo 2DS. I'm just trying to look at everything in the background. I don't mind it at all. On the top, we have Nintendo's branded logo going back to that red, which I really like when Nintendo went away from it a little bit with the gray for a few years. And on the bottom, we have all that important information in various languages, and this is Wi-Fi certified. Who knows how long Nintendo is going to support this system online as they start to fade out a lot of the older systems, and that's also why I think this system has been discontinued, because Nintendo at this point, they really want to focus on the Switch. They're not really making any games for the 3DS or the 2DS anymore. Sweet piece of cardboard that's just in the box to hold up some space because not everything fits in that perfectly. This does come with an AC adapter. A lot of the newer Nintendo systems don't, because at this point, let's be honest, a lot of collectors or gamers that are playing Nintendo games, they have this already, but it is nice to see that that comes with it. And we have the console itself. More cardboard I will just put to the side. The system, we have the instructions, and we do still get the AR cards, which is kind of neat, actually. This brings me way back to when I first got my first 3DS. I'm not going to be opening these up. I have too many of these open already, so I'm going to keep these factory sealed. But it comes with a handful of cards that you can play AR games, and it goes through them right here, what you can do with the games. The instructions, pretty basic, I would assume. It's the same for most of these 2DS systems. So it's a quick start guide, and you can read through this if you're familiar or unfamiliar with setting up your console. Now, what I've been waiting for is this system right here. The reason why I picked up the orange and white console is because of I'm actually Dutch. So because I'm Dutch, I've always really liked the color orange. It's one of my favorite system variations that I've seen, especially in terms of the 2DS XL. So I thought this one looks pretty good. I'm just going to move this box over to the side as we take a closer look to the system, so it's not really in the background and getting in our way. Alright, so on here, you can hopefully see that this console is not just plain white, it does have a diagonal line pattern that is texture-based as well. So this is kind of raised up a little bit, like ridges all throughout the system. We have the Nintendo logo right down here, diagonally as well. We can see the camera right there that's going to be visible once we open up the console. On the back, we can see where well, I guess there's some, made by Nintendo and stuff like that, but the most important thing is if we turn the system this way, we can see the L button to take a picture as well, the ZL, the ZR, the picture button once again, and the R button. We also have that reader and the AC adapter, you plug it in there. On the one side, we have the volume control. We have on this side, you can plug in your headphones. Thankfully, I cannot believe Nintendo in the past released some consoles that does not have an AC, not an AC, but does not have a headphone jack. You can let me know as a comment below what systems that you know about from Nintendo or other consoles don't have a headphone jack, because Nintendo has released a few of those. We have the power button and some different lights to show you if the system is powered on correctly. On the other side, we have nothing there. So that's most of it outside of the system. When you open up this flap, this is where you can put in your games. And once we close this, oh, also you can put your memory card. Your memory card is right here, it looks like, yes. So this is your tiny memory card. Close that up. And then the stylus is here. Now, they went with a black stylus on this console. I would have liked to see some sort of maybe an orange stylus would have worked really cool, or at least a white one. I'm not really sure why they included a black one. Maybe they were already mass-produced. Maybe they were trying to save some money, but I would have liked to see a nicer color that kind of matches the system a little bit better. Black's not bad, but it could have definitely matched the console a bit more. Theme it. This piece always comes with the new systems, just in case you're looking to be a completionist when you're collecting or gaming. And so here's the system. Now inside this, I wasn't expecting a lot, but I do like this. The orange touches really are nice for the D-pad as well as the A, B, X, and Y buttons. The circle pad is okay. The C stick, or really it's the C nub, this acts like the second kind of like a joystick, I guess, when you're playing. So if you're playing games and you want to control the camera, you kind of use this C nub that's up here. Then you have the start and select buttons. As I said, you have the camera here as well as the microphone. Now this screen is gigantic and it does not play in 3D. So you can play all the 3DS games, but you have to be able to play them in only 2D. So keep that in mind, of course. Now, it does say that this screen is remarkably large, so let's compare it to the original 2DS. So here they are, side by side kind of comparison, angled up so that you can see. Clearly, it says 82% larger screen. Not just the upper screen, but the lower screen as well is much larger. So I'll try and pick up both of the systems for you just to have a comparison right there. So it's remarkably larger, which is great. And that's why I really think with the clamshell design and the bigger screens, that one's a lot better. If you want to compare it to a regular new Nintendo 3DS system, this is one of my favorite versions of the different systems as well. This is the Metroid or Samus edition. This one looks spectacular. I love this one. I would highly recommend this one if anyone's getting just one system. But when you open it up, it's just plain black. So let's compare the systems to each other, the 2DS and the 3DS consoles, at least in terms of screen size, just so that we can see maybe any differences in size here on the screens. It looks like they're really, really similar, except the smaller screen might be the bottom screen. I believe the screen on the bottom does look a little bit different, but my eyes might be deceiving me. Now, what I do like about the 2DS XL is it does have a smaller, more compact design. I guess there's a bit less tech in it. So you can see I want to say it's a bezel around here on the 3DS XL. This one has a little bit more than on the bottom here, because here we have a home button below and we have the microphone at the bottom of that, but over here the home button is on the left, which you can see over here. So this one's a little bit smaller. Let's close it up and let's compare it to the 3DS XL. Kind of stack them on top of each other so that you can kind of see this. So it's definitely a smaller form. This is still something that would be a little bit ridiculous to fit in your pocket. It could probably fit in your pocket, but it's at least smaller than the other version, and it does not have ability to play 3DS games, so that's probably why they can make it a little bit more compact, and technology has improved a little bit. In terms of the length of the system, though, the length looks really, really similar. So I can't really tell that much different in terms of the lengths of the consoles, and in terms of thickness of the systems, they also look pretty similar in terms of thickness. That would kind of make sense because you need room for the screens and you also need room to put in the game. The 3DS XL that I had, the new Nintendo 3DS XL, I should say, the game is just right here for the game slot. It's exposed, but the 2DS system, you have to open up the flap, and then it keeps the game kind of more protected inside there, which I like a little bit better. At least they're putting the headphone jack on the bottom of the system facing the player, so that's a little bit better. So what my recommendation is for you, if you're looking to get one of these systems, is to go into the store in person if you can't find it online. Like I said, there is only, I think, 3 of these still available on the Walmart.com website when I was checking as I was about to film this video, and I think they're going to go pretty quick. This also means in the community, there's probably going to be a bit of an influx of more systems available for the time being. However, if they're actually discontinued by Nintendo, these things, expect them to go up in price slowly over time. Right now, with what's going on in the world, I think, prices are a little bit higher than they should be, but if it's a system that's discontinued, you know prices are just going to start going up, especially for systems that you keep in really good condition if you're gaming with it, and just take care of the console. So I really like this one. This was my favorite color of them. What was your favorite color for the Nintendo 2DS XL systems? Is it something that you're looking to pick up? If you are looking to pick it up, let me know what the results were and if you were able to find it in your area. Check your local game stores. Check strange places as well that maybe you wouldn't think about. Sometimes even places like Shoppers Drug Mart has some stuff like this in, so it really depends on where you're located and really anywhere in your community that's selling these kinds of systems. Let me know if you have any questions, just ask below. Hit the bell notification. I post videos on Wednesdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep smiling while gaming and go collect them all.